everybody, Brett back, altitude scale modeling with no Sprue review. I ordered this from Hong Kong because I got tired of waiting on it and I wanted to get it in. They have a bunch ordered for the store and they finally reach America. This is Border Models. Zoom out a little bit. It's Border Models, 1/35th scale. Mr. Schmidt Bf109 G-6. 35th scale, yes, so you can display it with your tanks. Is there a noticeable difference between 32nd and 35th? To some people, yes there is. Beautiful box art. Limited edition, which means it comes with a Flying Ace 3D Tech resin figure. Blind box randomly gives pilot special marking decals, metal rockets, seatbelt PE, metal propeller. So that's what it's talking about. Get one of those. Metal rockets, propeller, full engine, all that. And this side, you get 3 marking options and big color callouts, but you can use your own preferred paint. And in the box, we have stuff. We have the surprise. We've got clear engine sprues and colored engine sprues. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sprues, decal sheet, and instructions. Let's get this out of the way. Look at those in a minute. Start with some wings. These are not resealable bags. I need my knife. Where's my knife? Where? There it is. Okay. So, get in there. Adjust the camera a little bit so I can see it better. Just some of these lights a little bit. New camera. Look at that beautiful riveting detail. Of course, you know, it's 35th. But even on some 32nds, they have a habit of going overboard sometimes. I mean, you just look at the latches for the access panels. Of course, it's got adjustable flaps and ailerons. They're in 2 halves, looks like. All the ejector pin marks are flat. Detail for the wheel well. Some more detail under there. Here's your tops of the wings. Bulges for the cannons. Okay. Next, let's look at some fuselage. Again, wonderful rivet and bolt detail. All recessed, of course. So it's got an engine, full engine. The riveting detail wraps around very nicely. Panel line detail. It's fuel tank with raised and recessed detail. your other intake, it's either the radiator or the oil and cooler, I'm not sure which. It's more of your flap detail, leading edge slats. Right there. Inside we have a little bit of detail right there. And a little bit of detail right there. Very nice. And we're going to look at some cockpit parts, some engine parts. Excuse me. So, we've got engine block halves. Very nicely done. Trim tab wheels. Bunch of hoses and parts. Joystick. Supercharger or prop spinner connects. Your ignition leads. Very nicely detailed instrument panel. Bulletproof headrest. That's the top of the engine or the bottom of the engine since it's inverted. Looks like all the ejector pin marks are on the bottom where they should be. The backs. And there's your slide molded intake right there. So there it is from above. Hollowed out. All ready to go in one piece. Next one is matching sprues. So, oops, that way. Wheel halves with Continental and the size and weight on wheels. And these are weight off wheels, so you can have it in the landing gear up position. More small parts. There's your exhaust tips, hollowed out, slide molded. A nice touch. Same with your guns. There's your guns. Hollowed out, ready for use. Rocket tubes, one piece. There's your prop, which you probably won't use because you have a metal prop, but no flash. Propeller spinner. There's your weights for your ailerons and flaps. There's your rocket for that tube. It's one piece solid. Beautiful detail on the guns. So, like I said, matching sprues, two of them, S2. Next, these are not matching sprues, there are two sprues in this bag. Different rudder than the first one we saw. For a different variant. Landing gear doors. Again, more guns. Tail wheel. Prop spinner. Various other parts. Landing gear parts. There's your intake for your cooler right there. Great detail. Again, hollowed out cannons and guns. Landing gear legs are hollowed out. That's what those are. Here's your guns. Other side. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be there or if they put ejector pins in stupid spots. They're on both of them. Well, the instructions should be able to tell us. One-piece tail wheel. Don't see any burring on those landing gear legs or on the gun barrels. Nice touch. And this one is more rudders, which I'm guessing means more variants coming through. Actually, these aren't rudders, sorry. These are the elevators. Horizontal stabilizers. Engine cowl. And again, because they're made of canvas, they almost look like they're made of canvas. There's your tail wheel mount. If you're going to display the engine with this part off, you have to clean up these ejector pin marks if you're going to have it on display as well. Make sure these all get smoothed out. Okay, one more. It's got clear and non-clear parts in it. If I'm correct, they're matching sprues. One is clear, one is not. Let's look at the knot first. Now, this knot right here is wonderful because you can use that to cover your cockpit when you're painting. It's just your canopy, closed or open. Engine cowl sides. And let's see, there are no ejector pins in those, so maybe the ones on the landing gear doors are supposed to be there. And a clear version of the same sprue. So if you want to display your with these closed but clear, you can. And the glass in open or closed position, wonderfully clear. You can see the ridges in my fingernails. There's no distortion. Sorry, my fingertips. These, clear enough that you might be able to see stuff through them. They're not like the opaque clear some manufacturers use. So, very nice touch with those. Let's get this out of the way. Sorry, box waiting to fall down. Get into the instructions and details. Oh, but Brett, what about the surprise box? What about the surprise box? All right. Let's open the surprise box. Tear it open. We've got this figure, it looks like. Careful, because I do not want to hurt him. We have his arm. We have his face with his oxygen mask on it and his other arm. And We have his nicely detailed body, flight suit, parachute. Very nice. We have these are the extra set of decals they throw in for an extra version. And this is the metal rockets. I haven't seen the metal props. Maybe it's an either or thing. But beautifully done metal rockets. Turned aluminum, they look like. So let's get all this back in the box. Don't want to risk breaking any of it. Okay, now back to where we were. A little bit of photo etch. And decals. Look okay. Not cartographed, but interesting to see how well they go down. And instruction book. Okay. Sprue map. Start with the engine like you do in a car. All detailed all together. Let's start working on the cockpit. Again, beautiful detail. Working on the guns, mounts, more of the interior dub, and the sides of the fuselage, sorry. Putting the fuselage halves together with the engine and the cockpit all mounted up and ready to go. A little detail on the inside of the doors, the engine cowl covers. Put the center spar in, glue them open, or close, your choice. Wheels, wings. It says, select the weapon to be assembled. Hartmann's Bf109 does not require drilling and does not have a machine gun. So remember that if you're doing Hartmann's, I guess you have to decide which variant. Wing halves going on. Under wing guns going together. Or rocket tubes, whichever you prefer. Detail for the landing gear bay. Decide which version you're doing. Fortunately, you don't have to have the landing gear on except for the tail wheel, so painting won't be as difficult. And you're putting all those on afterwards. And your glass, open or closed, your decision. Plus, let's see, you have to do some cutting here. I'm thinking of different versions for the different canopies. And there's a version. Color callouts for weathering and for painting. This version, color callouts, painting, and their weathering products if you're using those. And color callouts. again. Weathering versions. And you can do a finish one if you got those decals. So these are all if you get those decals, the surprise decals, in any of these versions. There you have it. Order models, 1/35th scale, Bf109 G6. Nice looking, interesting scale. It'll be fun to see if it takes off. Rumor has it they're doing a Stuka next. So we shall see. Take care, stay safe, get your ass in the chair and build a model.